How's it going, YouTube? Gabriel Ryder here, PGA Tour driven, the movement towards improvement. Now, today's video, I wanted to share some simple tips that I think can really help with your wedge control and controlling those distances with your wedges. So I'm going to share with you guys 3 things, and these are basically the 3 things that I'm working on in my wedge swing. So the first thing that I want to talk about is less wrist hinge, and the second thing I'm going to talk about is sequencing, and the third thing is the clock system. So those are the 3 things we're going to cover in this video. Very simple, and some things I think will definitely help you dial in those distances with your wedges. So first thing I want to talk about is less wrist hinge. Now, the reason that I do that is I want to knock off speed. I don't want any distance or any type of power in my wedge game. I want to knock off speed and I want more control. So with less wrist hinge, this is going to take away more of the possibility of gaining too much speed on the downswing that's going to make that ball rocket off with the wedge. Steve Stricker is a great example of this. So that's one of the things I'm working on, is on my backswing, instead of getting so much wrist cock, just to try to be a little more subtle with it. That's going to take off some speed and give me a little more control. So the second thing I want to talk about is sequence. Now, if I have a 7 or 6 iron, I want the sequence of my body, I want my lower body to start, right? With a 7 iron or driver, get that lower body to go. That's going to help me create a little more speed and a little more power. But with wedges, once again, I'm trying to really decrease the possibility of too much power. So for me, my sequencing on wedges, I try to feel like I go all the way up together and all the way down. There isn't this lower body first, this lag, this handle drag. Because once again, that for me, can all of a sudden I can get one of these little rockets that comes out low, 10 yards over, and I got a 30-foot putt from, 70, 80 yards. So I feel like I go up together and go down together. Up together, down together. And as you can see, I don't think I'm going to get too much power that way. And actually, while I've been practicing this, I have been losing distance, but I've been gaining more control and more distance control over my wedges. So the third thing I want to talk about is the clock system. If you're not familiar with the clock system, a lot of even tour players use this, and a lot of teaching professionals, but it has to do with gaining control over your length of swing, which then relates to how far you're going to hit it. So the clock system is, if you can picture a clock around my body, this would be 12 o'clock, my head, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock is just straight at my feet, right on the ground in the middle. This would be 9 o'clock, and then 12 o'clock again. So what I'm trying to do to really find my distances with my wedges is, with a 60-degree here, what I'll do is I'll set up and I'll hit a shot just going to about 9 o'clock here. So 9 o'clock, and I'll hit 3, 4, 5 balls, and I'll go pace those off and see how far those are carrying. And that'll be kind of like my 9 o'clock swing. Maybe for me carries about 50 yards. One thing you really want to be conscientious of is speed. You always want to create the same speed, right? Up and down. You don't want to swing. I could be swinging to 9 o'clock, swing this fast, and then swing 9 o'clock and go this fast. It's going to create 2 different distances. So I'm always thinking about the same consistent speed. So for me, I like to do a 9 o'clock swing, like a 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And I kind of call that my half swing, 3/4, and full. And I just get those distances for, I have a 60, 56, 52, and pitching wedge. So now I'm getting all those gaps filled in, in case I'm close to a green on a par 5, I'm 50, 60 yards. I know if it's 60 yards, I know my 9 o'clock swing goes 50, so I'm just going to have to do a little bit farther than that. And that's some stuff you're going to have to practice. One of the things we do here on the range is I'll throw alignment rods down in 10-yard increments from 50 to 90 yards, and I'll just sit on the range, try to hit a 50-yarder, try to hit that 70, 80, and I'll just work on my wedge distances, not really working on mechanics, but just feeling the swing I want to and the length of swing and getting that control down. So let me demonstrate after all this damn talking and show you what I do. So I'm going to demonstrate to you guys my 9 o'clock swing, and if you're not lucky enough to have a practice facility where you can hit 50, 60, 70 yards to a green, try to go out late in the day on the golf course, 3, 4, an hour or 2 before dark. Find an open hole and hit a couple wedges and try to get your distances down, and then go to the next hole and hit a couple more wedges and just try to figure out those increments for your swing. So this will be about my 9 o'clock swing. Okay, just hit one more for you. Alright, so yeah, those are pretty close. As you can see, it's a pretty simple swing. I like to limit the amount of wrist cock, have my sequence with everything going up together and down together, and I just use the clock system to help control my distances. So this is Gabriel Ryder here, PGA Tour driven, the movement towards improvement. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I got more tips, drills, and instruction coming soon. And I also do golf giveaways where I give away something golf related every month, balls, gloves, bags, whatever I can get my hands on. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.